review time. Now before I begin, I have a quick joke for you. Why are hunters terrible comedians? Because their jokes always fall flat. Alright, I'm not gonna quit my day job or anything. Today I have I'm gonna review Voopeak TC27 solar trail camera. It's a 4G LTE cell trail camera with live streaming, 2.5K. It's got the pan, tilt, zoom, and it's got an app that it can be controlled by. Did come with a solar panel for recharging, and it is waterproof, has night vision, some of those features. So I used this camera for the last week, just for a little bit. When I unboxed it, it was pretty simple to set up. I didn't have that many issues. It uses QR codes to let you know where the app is, QR code to join the camera once you set up your account. This was more of a me thing, but when I plugged it in to charge it before joining it, there's a little hole next to the charging port, and I kind of thought that was the power LED, so it took me a second to get it powered on, but eventually I found that see the little blue LED light there, so that let me know it was powered on. Also, most of the other cell trail cameras I've used in the past came with a SIM card, so I was looking around for that, but this comes with the SIM card built in. So once I navigated those things in the instructions, it worked really well. First attempt, powered right on, was able to connect, use it, all of those things. It came with a solar panel, like I said. Came with a little mounting bracket so I could screw the bracket to a wall and then hang it up. Also came with a strap so I could strap it around a tree. Yeah, so my primary usage for a trail camera is out in the woods. So that's kind of the focus of my usage of something like this. I personally don't own a remote camp, but I will mention how I would use it if I did own a remote camp as well. So after I joined the camera to the app, I went and looked at the usage subscriptions and data usage area. There's two things you need to buy when you use this camera. One, you need to pay for the LTE service. The cost of that for a 12-month stint and a cap of 60 gigabytes of usage is $230 for that 12 months, or 60 gigabytes of streaming, whichever comes first. In addition to that, you have to pay for a cloud usage license for a 12-month stint, which allows you to use 30 days worth of storage, is $40. So if you want to use it for 12 months and have 60 gigs of streaming and 30 days worth of cloud storage, that's going to run you $260. Personally, I don't think that's competitive for what my usage is. Hanging in a tree, watching a bait pile, or my tree stand. If your usage is security for your camp, putting it at the entrance or along the path to your camp, maybe that is worth it to you. But for my usage, I wrestle with spending that much for this. On the camera itself, there's a spot for an SD card, so you can put your own SD card in and have it record directly to the camera. I think this model is sold either a Wi-Fi or a LTE, and so I think this just has the LTE on it. The straps that come with it allow you to hang it multiple different places. I think that what it comes with are adequate for hanging out pretty much wherever I would want to use it. The camera is similar to the one I reviewed a year ago, the Voopeak TC27. That also was a solar camera. I think it was a little bit more streamlined in its usage setup. It was ready to go a little bit quicker. I think I had less time into setting this one up than I did that other one. It does use the same Yukon application, similar to that other camera I used a year ago. It has all the things that you might want out of something like this. You know, you can jump right into the live video feed as long as it has a connection, see what's going on. You can pan tilt the camera, which is very helpful. You can adjust trigger sensitivity for notifications. There's a lot of settings there. And even just to comment on that Yukon app, it does seem like they've improved the app over the last year. I thought the sensitivity settings were way better than the last time I was working with them. You can arm the camera, and there's a little speaker in the back here, so you can set an alarm so that when it triggers motion, it'll go off, and there is a cooldown period, so it's not going off every 30 seconds. I could see in a security camera monitoring a camp type of scenario having a little alarm on there to let people know that someone's around. I could see myself using that. There's that other factor that if you have a lot of deer walking in front of that camera, though, maybe you might not. And the situation where you can disable that from the app, you know, if you're 8 hours away from camp, for instance, is pretty nice. Yeah, I can say that having a cell camera has been a game changer for me. I am very busy. I have a young family. I'm at work most of the time, and so to get that instant feedback about what's going on has been a game changer for me myself. I think nowadays where I'm at and my situation, that's probably been one of the biggest life-changing situations. I am hunting on some public land. I need to understand where the deer are, so you know, having that feedback, moving the camera around frequently to hone in has been a game changer for me. To summarize, this camera, I don't think it's the right fit for a trail camera situation, put on a tree, getting that feedback. I see it, at least in my situation, more of a security camera, putting it up at a camp. If you really need that to jump in and see that live feedback, though, maybe have an alarm, this may be the camera for you. I just don't quite think it's priced competitively and for just a regular trail camera out in the field. A couple of the pictures, videos that I got while using the camera, I didn't get a ton because with the trial they gave me only gave me 300 megabytes, so I did only get a little bit of that footage. Thank you. Have a great day.